Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. As you can see, we're on a little cruise here. We're up in the middle of nowhere, really. If you look way down there, you can see another road. And if you look kind of above the trees just in there, there's actually a lake down there. So what I'm doing today is cruising around up here in the hills, just exploring some of these little side roads and hoping not to get lost on my way home. But just before I left, Amazon showed up and dropped off something for the truck. So I figured, let's jump in and put it on because it's actually the very first interior mod for the truck. So let's see what we got. All right, so back inside the truck, and what we've got is in this little box, and what it is little carbon fiber. Now, it's not real, they are fake. Little carbon fiber trim pieces to go around your vent. It basically covers up the black. This is one of the things I'm not a huge fan on in the interior of the truck. So I figured order these, it'll cover it up. And one, we can see how they look, how they work. And two, we'll see just how much of a difference it makes and whether I want to pick up more, because they also make different stuff. So these go around the black trim on the truck vents. They also make a part that covers up the black here, basically from your leather armrest here all the way up. And then of course it'll have a cutout for your buttons, your lock, and your window. And then what else they make, and the part that I might actually pick up, they make a big trim to go around this piece. It's kind of just black, dull, not really any flavor to it. So they make a piece that goes around that. It's got a cutout for the 12 volt here, all the buttons and knobs in the middle, and then for your four-wheel drive controls on that side. And then along with that, they actually make one that goes down below and it covers the bottom section. Same idea, covers all this, the plain black here, and you got everything cut open for your buttons. And then the one I'm not too sure about is here. It's not this black piece. I wish they actually made a black piece to cover this and the trim around here, like we looked at for the vents. But what they do is they make a big piece to cover this textured section here. So it goes from here basically across all the way back, and then of course it's cut out for your shift knob and your cup holders. And then they also make trim for the black on the steering wheel. Again, not 100% sure if I want that. It might be too much. I don't want to go overkill, but I think with the vents and then the two portions in here, it may look pretty good. So seeing how we're going to put these on, I'll have an idea of how it fits, how it works, and then I can decide if I want to pick up the other two pieces for down below. All right, so these things are just double-sided sticky taped on here. It's like a 3M tape. So of course, what you want to do, now you can probably see by the dash, I need to give the interior a wipe down. What you got to make sure is the trim, where it's going to stick, is nice and clean. Make sure there's no dirt, no oils from your fingers, no big chunks of dust. A little bit of dust ain't gonna hurt anything, but you want to have the surface as clean as possible. So I brought my spray and a rag with me because I knew I was gonna be filming this video. So again, go around just like this, get all the dust and grime off there, because the cleaner you have this, the better it'll stick, and you won't have to worry about it falling off, especially when you're going up and down roads like this and you're rattling around. You don't want these things to jiggle themselves loose. So as clean as can be, the better your results. All right, so here's a little closer look at the piece itself. It is clear coated. You get the little carbon fiber. Again, this is not real carbon fiber. It's just plastic. And then of course you got your double-sided 3M tape on the back. They do recommend when you put these things on to heat them up. So blow dryer, whatever. I don't really think that's necessary myself. I've used this 3M tape on a lot of stuff in the past. You don't really have to heat it up. If you're on a really cold day, maybe you're doing this in the winter, then 100% yes, get a blow dryer, or you're in the car, crank on the vents, put it all the way to high, just hit this stuff, let it blow in the warm air for a few minutes. It just makes it a little more tacky and it's gonna stick better. But right now, we're in the summer. I know it's overcast. It was raining on the way up here even, but it's more than warm enough to stick these on. And then other thing to note, obviously this is kind of a no-brainer, but these things are designed to fit only one vent. Like this one has the little corner for here. You can see it's bent that way. and then the middle ones are a little bit taller, and of course one side is skinnier. So you can see a bit taller, one side skinnier. Skinny side will go to the front, rounded side down the bottom here. It's kind of a no-brainer, but for those of you who may be wondering, they are all spot specific. And then one thing I forgot to mention, before you actually peel these and stick it on, it's good practice just to put it up like this while it's not going to stick to everything. Just get an idea of how it fits, because like anybody knows, this double-sided tape, once it's on there, it's on there. And being that this is just plastic, especially that it's very thin, if this sticks and you try to peel it off to adjust it, you do take the risk of actually snapping the plastic, and then they're junk. Throw them away. Got to start over. So good idea. Take it, get yourself a rough idea of how it's going to sit on there, whether it fits or not. Now you get a little sneak peek of how it fits. If you hold it like that, make sure the buttons and everything down below still work. Your vent will go up and down, which it all does. And then you're ready to peel the tape and stick it on permanently. And one other side note before you peel the tape off, good practice, push on the red before it sticks to your finger, and just make sure that the double-sided tape is stuck to the plastic really good, because if it's not, once you go to peel the red tape off, if it sticks a little bit, it'll actually pull the other side off, and then you got to re-stick it down. So run your finger around just like this, especially on the thinner trim. Just give it a quick push, squish it all down, then you should be good to go. All right, so I'm going to try to do this one with one hand. You've got the black trim cleaned. You've got your red backing off your double-sided sticky tape. And now what you want to do, I'm doing this one-handed. It is much easier with two. Line up the top like such, and then kind of, as long as you don't push really, really hard, it'll stick itself, but it won't be stuck. So you can put it on like that. You can see trim all around is good. And then you can just start giving it a push. And this is the part where if you're going to be using a blow dryer or something, they recommend holding it down just like this for 1 minute and hit it with a little bit of heat. And again, it will make the tape, the double-sided tape, a little more tacky. It'll stick better. It kind of not melts it onto the plastic, but in a way it does melt it onto the plastic. So give it a little push. 1 minute is what they recommend. But like I said, this double-sided tape is no joke usually. So once it's on there, it's going to be on there. All right, so the rain has started up again, so hopefully that doesn't interfere with the sound, but you can see all the trim is on, and let me tell you, they fit perfectly. The cutouts around the corners, around the vents, you can see everything still works. Everything still goes up and down, all the way down the sides. Even the little centerpiece here, 100% accurate for fitting on these. You can't even really tell that it's a sticker at this point. Every single one, same thing, fits perfect all the way around. It looks cool. It's not too in your face, but it does cut up the black trim all around the truck. So again, you can literally do this, like me, anywhere, as long as it's not too cold. If it is cold, heat it up, and it's as easy as peel and stick. I got these straight off of Amazon. I'll put the link down below. I'm up in Canada, so you can get them. They ship out of the States, but they will ship it up here to you. It took about 6 days to get here. I'm in BC, so depending where you are in Canada, it might come a little bit quicker, or somebody up here might start supplying it, but nonetheless, you can get it up here if you want it. In the States, you guys will have no problem. It should just ship like every other thing you order off of Amazon. So again, fits perfect, looks great. Drop a comment down below. Do you think I should get more? I'm thinking maybe just around the buttons here. It won't be too much for the truck, but just enough to cut up some of the black. So again, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Go back, check out some of the other stuff. We got a bunch of stuff done to the truck. This is the first interior mod we've done. So again, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching this video, and hopefully we catch you in the next one.